Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Supreme Magnificent Battle, affectionately referred to as the Blue Zone, and basically, to cut a long story short, how players can complete the battle against Super Saiyan God SS Vegeta, which it says on the stage, but you start out against Goku, because it's based on the Resurrection F movie. So we have two phases. The first phase is against a Strength Goku. A pretty interesting one. Strength Goku. He's immune to stunning, he's immune to attack lowering, defense lowering, and he also raises his super attack. I would say he's not the hardest boss to beat. He doesn't feel particularly powerful. He's somewhat tanky, but I wouldn't say anything else. Like, he doesn't feel immensely overbearingly powerful, so to say. Like, he feels quite straightforward. Then we have the second phase, which is against an AGL, Super Saiyan God SS Vegeta. So this is actually a Vegeta based on the transform state or the exchange swap out state of the int Super Saiyan God Goku, Super Saiyan God Vegeta exchange unit. So very interesting, to use the unit. I think for me, Vegeta, immune to stunning, immune to sealing, attack lowering, defense lowering. What is annoying is he stuns your characters. So this is something that is a bit annoying and can cause you some problems. He also hits decently hard. Again, I don't want to say he hits like ridiculously hard, like you can't beat it, but he does hit decently hard. He's not hitting super duper soft or anything. He's throwing his weight around a little bit in the weight room. So yeah, I would say that's maybe something to consider, but realistically, probably from my side, I don't think this is going to be the hardest stage. It's a tough stage. It's not the same as the hardest red zones. It's definitely not going to be the hardest stage we're going to get this Annie. So it's a good stage, a nice warm-up. We're using the Martian Power team, a very strong team. I'm not even going to break it down to you. Well, I'm going to break it down to you, but I mean, I'm not even going to mislead you or fool you or try and sell you a different story. The Martian Power team, pretty much super duper top tier. It's very limited because its roster of characters that are top tier is very small. But each character on the top tier team is pretty much a top character in the game. So like if you have this, like I'd probably say 7 or 8 really top-notch choices for Martian Power, chances are you probably have an incredibly strong team. That's just the strength of the Martian Power team. It is very strong and it's very fun to run. You have the physical Buhan. I mean, I'm not even gonna I'll break down with you, but I mean, he stacks defense, he stacks attack, he has guard, he has evasion, he has healing, and not to mention he has interrupts and can do a very solid amount of damage once transformed. You have the tech, Margin Boo, Good Boo combo card, 70% damage reduction, plus 50% evasion, and then when you want to, you switch him into a unit that can do 24 million crits. I would say that's a good unit. Then you have, obviously, some other like easy aid units that we obviously got. You have the newly released Int Boo, who I'm using. So with his revive, his interrupt skill, his stacking defense, his healing, I mean his guard, he's very strong. And then on top of all of that, we have Kid Boo, physical Kid Boo, his super easy A, incredibly good, especially if you can build up that damage reduction. Then we have for me the 50% or 50% support Boo, but you have not lots. This is where I say like the limitations are in the team, because then that's so you got Tech Boo, amazing, Int Boo, amazing, physical Buhan, amazing, physical Kid Boo, amazing. Then you have 2 other slots. You do have good characters, like we have Tech Mr. Boo, great unit. We have physical 50% support Boo, also a pretty solid unit, even at 55%. Outside of those, your then next best options are actually only 2 other characters. So I'd say, or maybe 4. So I'd say there's probably a roster of like 10 Martian Power category characters, not including like the Android 21s, who I think are really good, but are probably not fitting on this team, just through coherence, unless you have the two of them. But the boos, there's probably so there's the tech evil boo, like the straight up evil boo, who's amazing, really good. I wish I had him. Then there's the AGL boo, super boo, the LR, really good as well. And then we have the physical boo Han, the non-LR version, and the strength boo, both of who are situational. So I'd probably say you have tech evil boo, you have AGL super boo, who are top notch, and then you've got those situational guys. But the team is, the team is good. The team is really good. Like I said, Boo Han does pretty much everything you need. Int good boo does pretty much everything you need. Healing, stacking, revive, good damage after revive, interrupt skill. And then we have the tech boo, amazing as well. Huge damage dealer, big time defensive juggernaut, and also healing, very good. Then we have, for me at least, this is where we're kind of like leaning on some other units. We have physical Boo Han, carrying the payload probably a lot. And then that's kind of where we're at really. This team is just incredible. There's not a lot wrong with it. I think your only real issue you'll have is dupes and availability of characters. Like if you don't have, like Tech Mr. Boo, if you don't have an Int Boo, then your team becomes a little bit more limited. The big debate is always, do you run double Int Boos, do you run double Boo Hans? Listen, I like having two Boo Hans. I know Int Boo is really good. Having two of him is more of a defensive ploy, whereas having two Boo Hans is more of an offensive one. You bring both Boo Hans, I think, because outside of Boo Han, like the other units do damage, but they don't do that kind of damage. Whereas Boo Han, he does that kind of damage. He does bad boy damage. He's doing like very nutty numbers. He's doing very big numbers. And I think so I like to do double Boo Han. He's also really good defensively. Like I said, I think it just carries the payload numbers wise, and really just gives you the super duper solid foundation to work off of, that ultimately works out great. So I do like that a lot, at least for me. I think it is something that is super duper big. Like I say, the thing is, Vegeta is tanky, Goku's tanky. They're like tanky units. But I think ultimately at the end of the day, the Boo team is just also so tanky that, and heals and everything, that once it gets going, it's just really not something you're going to stop. Like once Boo Han comes out and you have Int Boo at like 500, 600k defense, I think there you're pretty much good to go. And we didn't even use a revive, so there's definitely good scope for this team. I think this team did an amazing job. I think it's a hard fight. You specifically don't have a good type matchup, and Vegeta's stuns and supers can hit you pretty hard, and his stunning mitigates your offense a lot. Like I will say that when he does stun you, it mitigates like the offense you can do quite a bit, because at that point then you're like struggling a little bit, because now you don't have like the offensive powerhouse of probably like Boo Han or something. So definitely is not great, but at the same time, like I think it's also fine. I think the team works great. So for me was really fun running the Martian Power team again. Like I said, probably one of the strongest teams in the game without a doubt. Like incredibly strong, incredibly potent, really good, very versatile. It's just a limited roster. If you got the Martian Power team, I think you can end up using them a lot, like in a lot of these stages. And there's no real gimmick, I feel, to like this Vegeta stage. I think all in all, most players won't have a problem, but I think ultimately will find a way to deal with the shenanigans from Vegeta. And yeah, I think ultimately, for me, it's a pretty straightforward situation. But yeah, that's kind of it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. It's always greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. If you have an alternative team build, let me know. Otherwise, I will check you guys in the next video. So until then, take care, stay safe, and yeah, that's pretty much it from me. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, take care, stay safe, and bye.